don't call me a boomer. Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me.
You look 80.
Listen to what I gotta say. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but...
Sure, why not hear a little more? Why, Kudo? Why are you like this?
Mr. Kudo! But this is my 16th cup, I say my 16th cup of coffee. So this is your final stand. Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor.
Left-hand or right-hand?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. You know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye.
It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers. So it is a scouter! Fucking Dragon Ball looking ass!
A monitor? You mean like a television? You mean like a television screen?
The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work. You gonna tell us what HMD stands for?
HDTV, DVD, CDs. All these newfangled letters drive me mad, but they don't matter. I know what I saw, and I'm telling the truth.
It's true, he doesn't seem to be lying.
And those are the facts, in good old black and white, which is the only way I see the world.
I still don't know why he has "new" written on his shirt. So the victim was wearing an HMD.
Letters!
It was none of them, actually, but anyway. And you're sure he was wearing the earpiece on the same side?
No question. I can only see that side of his head from where I was sitting.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. From the opposite table, he'd only have a view of the side of the victim's head.
Chino!
Seems you kept an eye on Mr. Glenn Elg rather than the waitress's thick booty.
He was getting on my nerves, rushing that newspaper and fiddling with his earpiece all the time. And then he went and made all that fuss dying from one sip of Cappuccino. I wanted to say to him, calm down, you young brat. Just looking at him made me suddenly speed up my seating. I could have choked.
So I take it the victim was a walking ball of nervous energy. The earpiece you mentioned. Which hand did the victim touch it with?
You're those people, aren't you? You're the type that uses your left hand to get things out of your right pocket. Or fastens your left cup with your right hand.
How else would you do it? You can't... Actually, yeah, this is the same. If it's your suit pocket, how would you... What are you talking about?
And when the tour guide says, on your right side you'll see the famous blah blah, you're the only one who deliberately looks left. Well, aren't you?
Well, okay, that third one's shitty, but like... How would you fasten your left cup with your left hand? If it's your jacket pocket, how would you get anything out of it with the same side hand? What's wrong with you? No, I didn't mean...
Obviously, he used a hand on the same side of his body that the earpiece was in.
Ah, fucking stop! So, if he had the HMD on his left side, it was his left hand, I guess. You seem very sure of yourself, Mr. Kudo.
That's because I know what I saw. No matter what tricks you're trying to play on me, I'm the only one who gaslights around here.
It looks like he really did see the guy picking up the cup with his left hand. This is a dead end.
Well, Nick, what do you think?
I think the guy's telling the truth. But even so, something's not quite right.
Then chuck evidence at him until he breaks!
But if he's not lying, there wouldn't be any contradictions in his testimony, right? Which ear did he say the thing was on? His ruptured eardrum. Oh! I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but... Mr. Kudo, there's something very strange about your observations of the victim.
What?
You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. He isn't in the photo, but whatever.
No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I can only see that side of his head from where I was sitting.
I don't think so.
What did you, Neanderthal?
They just spat all over the microphone again. You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured.
Huh?
Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. His ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear. He's probably putting the meds in. Because he couldn't even hear in that ear.
Is that true, Captain?
I say it is.
Vision! Pretty vision!
That's the pigeon song?
Order! Order! Order!
This witness's testimony is completely unreliable! He only saw the waitress from behind, and he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when he knows his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot, you fuck? Ah! A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop, I say my drop of milk.
Captain, are you calling me a drip?
Yes.
This is the victim's cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows the victim picked it up with his right hand.
I'll never back down. I know I'm right. The lad drank his Javicino with his left hand.
Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip of the cup with his right hand and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee. Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The facts still stand. One with one hand or the other, Mr. Elk drank I say he drank the poison coffee. Like this! And then he died! Like this! And then he dies. Godot just dies right there. Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear. Tisn't. The testimony given by this witness is useless! Bah! Puh!
I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I'm satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court, but to be frank, his testimony is a farce.
Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fuck!
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there. Your throw is too pathetic. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. And that is all for now. This court is adjourned. I should, keep one of my ears free.
Who that? Is it you? Yep.
Hold it! Wait! If we stop now, where does that leave me?
Leave you, Mr. Kudo?
Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his I's or cross his T's now.
How is your bad memory my fault?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do.
I've kept my mouth shut until now, but there's something else the court should know. I've been keeping it a secret for absolutely no fucking reason.
What? There's more?
To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything, and it probably isn't. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you young shark.
Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun.
Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown?
Now he's just trying to sound cool. This is how, like, Karens talk at work when they think they're in the right. Whenever they complain, they talk like this to try and make themselves more in the right. In fact, that's wrong. Not when they think they're right, when they absolutely know they're wrong. So they just use, like, idioms and cool sounding phrases like this to, like, in lieu of an actual complaint.
The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook.
Yeah, like that.
Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee.
Or have you got the news, Captain? I'll give you all the Javicino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man.
Shut the fuck up. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony.
You bet. Much, much quicker.
I can't believe this is happening.
You better get ready, youngster.
Okay, just quit throwing the fucking seeds at me, shit! He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds.
The final showdown.
Mai's just in the background singing.
Give me some fucking Javicino, cunt. First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I might have made all of this up just to keep myself relevant. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javicino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase, knocked it right over. And he's a clumsy idiot because he knocked it over while he was dying. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, he?
And I'm sure you did, because otherwise this wouldn't have been a thing.
Is that all?
Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly.
Hold the fuck up. Anyway.
Hey, you're down me again? You're down the point to finish this old me?
No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo.
Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick?
Yeah. So what, probably. It's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine him.
You're a bird brain, that's all you can think of. You fuck.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Fucking Christmas.
Javicino.
The court generally prefers... Hold on. The court generally prefers if witnesses are sure of themselves, Mr. Kudo.
Noisy Brit! I'm warning you, I'm more savage than a macho man right now. Macho madness! Oh yeah, it's macho madness! You won't beat me with this testimony. This is the final battle. Gah!
He's chugging those Z's harder than ever. Better be careful.
Come on, Nick! Nail him! Ow!
Anyway. Whoops, no, back. Court has already heard that testimony, Mr. Kudo.
I know that. I was just setting the mood. You ever hear that Barry White? How else am I supposed to build up the suspense, huh?
The suspense?
Yes, now what do you think? Should I work the audience a bit more?
No, please continue, Mr. Kudo, as quickly as possible. I would like to go home.
Alright, now where was I? Ah, yes, the young boy slumped over the table. The young boy slumped over the table, and...
A loss, you say?
Yes, there are vases all over the place all over the tables in that place. Their action's waiting to happen. They're practically naked, I mean begging to be knocked over.
Well, he's right about there being vases. I do remember seeing them, too. There was a vase on the table when I ate lunch there. There was one on the murder table. And you saw the moment when the victim actually knocked over the vase?
Well, it's hard to say. It's a bit unclear. How do you really define...
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I had a break, and the sight of his burning my memory as clear as day. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got complete.
Oh, I don't need to read this again. Oh, jeez. Soaked in water?
Yes, it splashed me on the knee as well. I used to be a lawyer like you. Then I took some water to the knee.
You said you were sitting at a table across the room from the victim, correct? And yet the water still managed to splash onto you.
It was cold. I clearly remember it splashing on me.
Every time I have to do this voice, I spit all over the camera. Or all over the microphone. Could the water really make it all the way across to the other side of the room? No.
Now this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down.
You mean the vase on the victim's table falling upside down and... Wait. You mean the vase on the victim's table falling upside down and breaking?
The vase turned upside down, and my testimony turned this keeps upside down. It's a joke. I just want everyone to see it. What do you think, Captain?
I'm impressed by your ability to waste. I say your ability to waste time.
Yeah.
Ability.
Kudo hasn't raised any objections for a while now.
So, you young show-off, with that scrap of information, throwing down the gauntlet. It's time to duel. If I lose this one, I take it like a man and admit defeat.
He's really giving you the evil eye, Maya.
It's you he's looking at, Nick, not me! Like he's saying, it's like he's saying, I triple dog dare you to find a contradiction, youngin'.
Guess I'll just have to rise to the challenge then.
Cappuccino!
Did he? Did he do that, Mr. Kudo? Mr. Kudo, look at this photograph. Every time I do, it's a crime scene.
So what?
Do I have to point it out for him? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact.
Huh?
Lost your tongue, Granddad?
I know granddad of yours, hopscotch.
Fucking...
Enough! If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night.
Eh?
What is it now?
I just remembered something else. Let's add even more to my testimony.
Yeah...
To broken vase? it was on my table.
Remember when I said I was going to try not to scream anymore? I lied. Hold on. Sorry, the chat froze.
Well, you see, it startled me when that young lad collapsed, so I stood up. That must have been when it fell over.
The vase on my table.
I mean,
The vase on your table?
yes, it was on my table. I'm the clumsy idiot. And that's how my groin came to be completely choked.
Well, at least Kudo's happy. You sure you didn't piss yourself, old man?
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Please leave.
I'd like to ask you a question now. Have I been any use at all?
No. No, you're completely useless. Leave.
Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo.
Wait a minute. As the case is more, I've got more to say. No. Oh, yes, I remember something that... No.
Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom.
Wait, listen to me. I know my rights.
Well, you seem to have been considerably sidetracked, and I'm still not in a position to deliver a verdict because of how sidetracked we got. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far.
For the mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand. And the earpiece, which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Do we know he was wearing an earpiece? Like, maybe he wasn't fiddling with an earpiece. Maybe he was sticking the medication in.
Wow, Nick, you did it!
I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts.
Yes, Your Honor.
There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end.
One more thing, Your Honor.
The witness we just heard from. He is most insistent that his testimony should be of use, so he summarized it accordingly into this statement.
Okay.
You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props. I say props like that.
Kudo's really mad, huh?
Yeah, I would be too.
Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Kudo's.
Yes, Your Honor.
When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony. More like a 5-year-old's apology.
The heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies?
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Bye. To be continued.